Hello mga kasubs and welcome to the Sarsicles TV. You have me Mark, and for tonight we will be listening to a song from Katy Perry entitled Roar. So first things off, this is not the first time I've heard this song, so I've seen the video. Very cool. I like the lyrics, I like the song. I like also the covers that came out, from other artists like uh, who's that? I think Boys Avenue came out with that one as well. So very cool song. But this one that we will be listening and reacting to is a cover from Fourth Impact. So before we dive right in, just a quick thank you for the people who recommended this song, or for the person who recommended the song. So Stephen Clark, maraming salamat for this recommendation. And let me just make sure that we did not miss out in thanking. Okay. Also, maraming salamat to everyone who has been supportive of our channel in their own ways. Like, when for those who have been who stuck with us since day one, those who shared our content in this platform and others, those who recommended me songs that we should songs that we should listen and react to, those who communicate, interact through the comments or section or the community section. What else? What else? Those who subscribe, those who watched our contents and some of the ads. Maraming salamat for those efforts, guys. And without any further delay, let's give this song a go in 3, 2, and 1.
Hi, we're the Goliath Sisters, and this is our version of Roar. Hey! I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound. That I'm gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, a fighter, dancing through the fire, cause I am a champion. You're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion, cause I am a champion. You're gonna hear me roar. You're gonna hear me roar. Now floating like a butterfly, singing like a bee, I earned my stripes. I went to zero, to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound. Like thunder gonna shake, like thunder gonna shake the ground. Like get up, get ready, cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, a fighter, dancing through the fire, cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion, cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
And that is the end of the song. Now I remember why I really like the song. It's it really shows um, confidence and being fierce, like what was depicted with their gesture. Rawr. Okay, so what I like about this particular cover is that unplugged style. No mics, no echoes, no reverb, no mixing. Just the person holding the camera and the background music. You know. So you can really appreciate the vocal qualities of every member of the group. You can also appreciate the crispness. Very crisp sound, very clear. You know, there's not an echo that you would hear, so you can really focus and appreciate. Really digest it, or the song and the vocal side, vocal quality. Very nice. So as they sing, love the hand gestures. Hard to mimic, but you get my drift when especially during the first part. When the song is still in the it's still in the early stages, starting to still in the earlier part of starting the build up. You can really see their hand gestures, their face. Uh, the expression of their face. Their eyes are like very bright, like they're like looking at the camera, and their eyes are like smiling. Even if you cover the lower part. When you're the eyes are happy and bright. uh the first time I noticed this was with Almira. When she sings, when she you can notice as she opens his mouth, the way her tongue forms whenever she sings a particular part, whether it's when she's trying to sustain something, or when she's trying to go to a trying to do something like a high note, or when she's belting. You can see the behavior of her tongue. It's really adjusting, and when she opens it, you really see it, because it's like she's like accentuating, is that the word, or she's like really emphasizing, I guess, emphasizing um, the the uh, the form of her mouth and her tongue, so that the actual sound that she likes is actually delivered. Also, in the cartoons, the cartoon where the character is shouting, and then you can see the actual part at the back of the mouth where there's something that does that. I don't know what that part is. I'm not I'm not really good in anatomy, but you can really see her as she powers in, as she sings her part. You can really see how the opening, and you can really see. I don't know. I'm not really a physician or something, but the it it, it it's hard to explain, but it kind of makes sense now, how she's able to do, how how she does her singing, when you look at the way she sings from this area, from the mouth part. You can really see how she bends and plays with the air as it exits her mouth as she sings. Kind of hard to explain, but when you watch the video again, and you focus more on the actual singing of the visually, of all the sisters, you kind of get my drift. So now we'll expound that to the entire group. If you notice in the chorus, there's this part where they sustain that "you're gonna hear me roar." That part. If you listen to it, different tones, right? Different hymns. So some is in the low, high, mid, and what have you. If you notice, look at their tongues, they are also formed differently. So one is in somewhat a U shape, one is somewhat more on the it's not really flat, but when you stick out your tongue like that, so it's flat, but it's it's like compressed a bit, so it's a bit, instead of a flat shape, it's more on the round shape. There's another one where you'll see that it's kind of like twisted a bit to the side. So I'm using my hand to show the what the tongue looks like, something like that. So you can really appreciate now the how the sound is how the sound is coming out. Why is it sounding like that? When you look at their how they how they mold, or how they form their mouth and their tongue. Very cool style. Uh, the arrangement as well, very nice. 1 minute 53. It had that choir feeling, the harmony that we anticipate whenever they perform. It really adds that flair. It's hard to describe again, but that part where they, it's a slight deviation, but in a good way, and then they put in that beautiful harmony. I really love that part. And uh, during there is this rising tone as well. Um, an example would be, I'm not sure if this is the exact part, but the way they do they do the rising tone is somewhat like this. Um, so let me go back a bit. So uh, that chorus thing that I no, not the chorus thing, but the choir thing that I was talking about. So it was during the part where they sing like thunder gonna that that that. So there was a part there where they sing that part. So like thunder da 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 da, and then there's that choir part, like thunder da 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 da, like thunder da 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 da, something like that, something that effect. That's what I like when they deviate a bit, just put in some extra special fourth impact stuff, and then go back to the song. Um, so the rising tone. So some examples would be the I see it all, I see it now. So it's something like I see it all, I see it now. So something like, there's like flair in the end. I like that stuff. It kind of reminded me of my previous work where when we talk over the phone, we are encouraged to do like rising tone just to show how the bubbliness in here and there. Something like how can I help you with? Something to that effect. It gives that added persona. Some good vibes in there. There's also another part where, so the part where they sing, that part where you're gonna hear me roar louder. That roar part. So they have that rising tone as well. So you're gonna hear me roar. I don't know, but those little stuff, I really love that. Also during the final chorus parts, there are these breakout parts here and there. So I love the part where they're singing while they're singing the chorus, one will suddenly break away and then she'll do her no. It's just a nice thing to hear. um, and finally there's this the part where there's this pause, like the roar, 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 that I light in of the time, and then everything comes in. Kind of reminds me of a those, for those who have parks, and then there's this fountain thing, and they play with along with the music. So there's this climax where when it hits that part, so the fountain will suddenly burst, burst with water and stuff. So it kind of gives me that feeling. So I use this description in the past, and I'll use it here again because I had that same feeling when I saw this. So it's just a beautiful explosion of melody and hymn, and you can really see, as I described earlier with their tongues, different, very different tone and sound coming from every sister, and then it just really blends well in the song. And the fact that it is like somewhat like an unplugged version, because there's no mic, no mixing and all. You really appreciate it, the crispness, because it's like crystal clear how beautiful their voices are. So basically, that's my reaction. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. If you haven't done it yet, please click the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to select the bell notification and the one that says all, so that whenever there's something new on the channel, you'd be the first to know. Tell your family and friends about the Sarsicles TV, and most importantly, stay safe, everyone. I'll see you on the next video.